online.
All right, we should be set. Bit of a hectic day today, really. I'm getting distracted from what I'm doing. Anyways, this is a feature that has been requested by one of the viewers. It was requested on Discord. The goal is to find trading spots along a route. So when you fly from point A to point B, and if you have a ship capable of carrying cargo, why not make some credits on the way? So let's say we have
Route set.
a route plotted, and we're going to contact the Dangerous Star Map and query it for the stations at the star systems along our route, query the markets from those stations, do min-max on the markets, and see if we can purchase commodities at lower price and sell them at a higher price and maybe make profit. Let's see what we get. So the route set, and this is main test class. It's just testing right now. If this thing is working, then I will plug it into the rest of the architecture so that you can just say monetize my route. Let's see, no trade route found. Let's try another star system. Let me switch to power play mode and select maybe this one.
Route set.
So there are 3 stops. Of course, this is not going to be guaranteed because where you're going might not have any markets, or there might not be any commodities on the way. Okay, we got a hit this time. Let's see. So we found the Lomonosov Horizons station name at a star system called unpronounceable name. Commodities basic medicines, buy price is 226 credits, and we are selling it at the mega ship in Zinka system. Let's double check that. So it's this star system. Now let's go and find this in Inara. Star systems. There it is. Stations. Was it Lomonosov station, it said? Lomonosov Horizons, something. Market. Basic medicines. Where are the basic medicines here? Industrial foods, machinery, medicines, basic medicines. So they are selling at 226 credits per piece. Okay, so this information seems to be correct. And we're selling this in Zinka system at Rescue Ship Forester. It's a mega ship. All right, star systems. Paste, search, stations. Okay, let's copy the name of the station where we're going to sell this. And search. Really? No mega ship, huh? Lots and lots and lots of fleet carriers, but no mega ship. Maybe I should filter them out. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere on the page here, do you? I don't. Okay. So partial success, but no cigar. Let's remove the mega ship from here altogether and rerun this. Let's see what we get this time. if anything at all. Okay, so we're buying marine equipment and we sell it at Fish Market Starport. So sell price is $49.53 at not Fish, Finch Market. Finch Market, that is a station. Something marine equipment, is that what we're looking for? Yeah? Yes, marine equipment. Marine equipment. There it is. So Inaro reports 4,953 credits. 4,953 credits selling price. So that information is correct. Let's go back to the source and double check the source so we can actually buy it at, what does it say, 3,532. Let's see if that is correct. Or at least if it checks out in this database as well, because it's all crowdsourced data. So there could be errors, of course. Also Lomonosov Horizons, marine equipment, Lomonosov Horizons market, marine equipment. $3,532 credits per piece. 3,532 credits per piece. Look at that. It's not beautiful. Okay, so that seems to work. Mostly, at least. Now, how are we going to use this data? Or this feature? So user plots a route, we have the stops. And we would need to record the results in a database, and every time when you jump to the new star system, we need to check if wherever you jumped to, actually the star system where you either buying commodity or selling commodity. And if you are, then we issue a prompt. That means we need to store it. So we'll store it in the database and we'll call the trade tuple table. Not sure if I like this name, but I'm failing to come up with a better one. Okay, is my vocalization working? This probably is. Turn off the volume. Okay, let me put this monitoring on just in case. Okay, so let's create a data access object for this, and we will call it route monetization data access object, and it is going to be an interface. Then we'll create an entity class. Sure, let's call it route monetization. That's fine by me. And we need all of these things in there. Is that much? Just so that I have exact names. Private string, source commodity. Gotta love IntelliJ. It knows me so well. It knows exactly what I want. Now I can delete this thing. Generate setters and getters for it. There we are. Next step is route row mapper. Route monetization mapper implements row mapper of the type this type. That's a class. Implement methods, this method, and provide the mapping for the entity and GT. All right, good enough. Then we have to declare in here row mapper is route monetization data access object route monetization mapper. Did I spell monetization incorrectly? Yes, I did. Typo. Monetization. And this one as well. Make sure that no, just change the type on monetization. Good. Is that going to be picked up automatically? Okay, let me double check. Yes, it will be picked up. It will be picked up automatically. The next thing is to create an upsert method, which is update or insert, and we are going to store only one row. So we are going to use this kind of update. We will pass it the integer 1, ID 1, and ID always going to be 1, and we're going to have only two methods. One is going to be save, and the other one is going to be, no, three methods. Save, get, and clear. SQL query. Is that query? No, that will be, what is it? Is it update? Yeah, it's update. SQL update. Update. Why are you offering me this garbage? I don't want that. That's not what I want. Be syntax is insert or replace. That's the correct syntax. Insert or replace. One day I will remember. But not today. Insert or replace into trade tuple. And that will be... Oh, why are you unhappy? We'll do save. Bind bin data, yes. ID. Source commodity. Source system. Source station. Source station type. Source sell price. And source demand. Destination commodity. Destination star system. Destination star system. Destination star system name. Destination star system type. Price. And demand. Values 1. Okay, why are you red? Why are you red? Okay, clear. Less CP minus RFV db.12.11.back start 2gb slash, here we go. Next thing we need to do is initialize database by just starting the app and shutting it down again. Uh-oh. What are we not happy with? Failed to touch down. Because my DAO isn't finished, let me stick it maybe into outside of this package for now so it doesn't pick up automatically. Can I do it now? Just need to init the database.
Good afternoon, Krondar.
Okay, theoretically it is initialized. Now let's stick it back into this package where it's supposed to be. Come on, move, move. Refactor, yes. Database, select, update, yeah. There we are. So you should be able to see the fields now, right? Import class. GDBI, yeah. That is correct. Bind bin is need to be imported. Okay, so now I need to pass the values to it. It is a bit tedious, but we shall overcome. Station name, type, sell price, source demand. Why are you red? Unable to resolve source sell price? Oh, that's why you're unable to resolve source sell price, because I have a typo in here. Okay, we'll fix this a bit later. Where am I? Source sell price, source demand. Source demand, here we go. Destination commodity. Destination system. Destination station name. Destination station type. Almost there. Destination sell price. If I would not make the typo, actually it would offer me to just enter all of this because it can parse. Okay, let me move this out of the way in here. Again, go back here. Restore the old database. Run the app to initialize with, are there any other typos? Source, 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 destination, 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 destination. Okay.
Good afternoon, Krondar.
All right, reload. Main. Bam. Move this back to data access objects and uncomment this. That's supposed to be void. Here we go. No more red anywhere. I might want to. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like that. So this is our save method. Clear. Delete from tuple. Is that correct? SQL. For MySQL syntax or not? I don't remember. Database consoles. Is a... Yeah, it is. Okay, it's just IntelliJ is being... select start from tuple where ID equal 1 because we always have only one entity in here. So in theory, this should fire and store our data. Now let's go back here and see if that is the case. So database with DAO route monetization DAO class lambda DAO.save entity set destination commodity tuple get destination get commodity. Why is it accessing fields like this? I don't like that. Destination, this is private, you're not supposed to be. Buy info, sell info. Let's see, do I have getters? No, I don't. Of course I don't. I don't need setters, I just need getters. Thank you. Seller info, also getter, all of them. Yes, so that would be get commodity. Another thing I don't like, I think they are public, aren't they? Yes, they are public. Private. I like my fields to be private. Don't expose the guts to the outside world. Okay. Entity set destination demand. Yes. 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 No. Entity that set. What is it? Star system, right? Star system. Station name. Type. Sell price. And that's it. So now commodity for the source. Set station name. Demand. Trade tuple that get source that get. Another. I mean, it's fine, but the name is incorrect. Source doesn't have demand, source has supply. So this really should be supply. Let's rename that. It'll be consistent. Source, supply. Yes, rename that. And that means need to probably change that. Source. Supply. Mapping, which also means that will have to change. And I have to go back here and change that to that. Let's redo our database again. Rerun the app to reinitialize it. Explosion! Why? Of course, because I don't have this finished. Run.
Good afternoon, Krondar.
Okay, we can shut that off now. So database should be reinitialized. I just need to tell IntelliJ that it did. Trade tuple. So this is our tuple. Well, it's not the tuple, it's the database field table. Source supply, perfect. Let's go back here. So supply is now supply, good. Source star system. Entity.set station type. Entity.set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. That's not destination. Commodity station name, star system, supply, type, price. Source, sell price. Trade tuple that get source, get that would be buy price. You buying at the source, you selling at the destination. So I made another stupid mistake. Let's fix that. It's not a sell price. Actually, source sells you and buyers buy you. So I suppose that this it really depends how you look at it. You look at it from the point of the station or from the point of the user who landed at the station. If you look at it from the point of view of the user who landed at the station, and station sells you at the sell price, and you sell it at the source station, and you sell it at the destination station at the buy price, what they're buying it for. So let's just be consistent and let's change this to buy price. Source buy price. So one more trick of the same type. The buy price is that becomes buy price. Source becomes buy price. That becomes buy price. One more re-init of the database. Run. Okay, so now we should be come on, initialize.
Good afternoon, Krondar.
Thank you. Goodbye. No, Cradle. I did not think through my table names when I made the entity. Return, actually void. Yes, just return void. There we are. So now let's test all of this and see if it actually works. And let's stop over here. We do have a route set in the game. And see if we will find commodities along the route. So let's run this in debugger and stop through it and see what we get. Okay, so we got our tuple. Look at that. We got our source and destination. Marine equipment at Lomonosov Horizons, at that star system, at the Coriolis starport. We're buying it at 3,532 credits. We fly to Zinka, which is final stop in our route. We go to Finch Market, it's a Coriolis starport, and we sell it at 4,153 credits. When I exit out of here and query the database, select star from trade tuple, we have our record. There it is. So now we record this. Okay. Good. So we persist this thing. Next thing is to create a handler that we will wire into the LLM so that when we have a route plotted, we can say monetize route and it will do the magic. Find stuff, save it in a database, and tell us to go and pick things up once we are in the star system that has the station that sells the stuff that we need to buy. Yes. Handlers, commands. Let's create a command. Monetize route handler. Implements command handler. Implement method. There it is. I should probably have this call to save stuff in. Should I have it inside the find trade? Or should I use DAO inside the handler? I don't like using DAOs inside the handler. I usually do the managers, so that managers are the ones that contain all the logics and DAOs remain dumb, just data in and data out. Maybe I should stick with the pattern and not violate the pattern. Yeah, let's do that. So we have managers somewhere. Where do I have managers? Under managers, of course, naturally. As soon as I close, oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, nice. Route manager. Convert this to true singleton. Yes. So IntelliJ is going to convert this class into true singleton. That's not true singleton. Come on, do it correctly. Convert to true singleton. Yes, that is the true singleton. Do we need any input into this method? No, we don't, because we already have everything. So it will be public void nice route takes nothing. And now I'm just going to basically steal all of this from the main class and kill the main test class because we don't need it anymore. There we are. Monetize route void. It is going to grab our ship manager. It is going to call the monetize route find trade route, pass it our ordered route. Event bus manager mission critical announcement event no trade found, otherwise, and return, otherwise we will go into the database, save the info and return. Actually, we should probably return the tuple. Yes, let's return the tuple, because I will have to save the reminders. So we'll do this. It will return null if it doesn't find anything. Otherwise, it will return the tuple. Bingo. Now, handler. Monetize route manager equal instance. Next thing we need is a reminder. Remind me how I do reminders. I don't remember. So destination reminder is done this way. It takes a record and sticks it in. Except we don't want this. We want our own record. So let's do record. Record. Yes, it implements the JSON convertible, but what do we store in there? We store in there this info. And buyer's info and buy info and sell info, do they? Yeah, extends base JSON DTO and to JSON convertible. Lovely, so we can just store those. Yes, because why not? Am I in the correct thing? Yes, I am. Get source, get destination. Okay, so now after it does the thing, when we fly there, it can remind us to it can remind us we can ask to remind us where are we going and what are we buying. Next thing is to create a command. Okay, command. The command will be monetize route, takes nothing and nothing, and that's it. So it's wired into LLM now. The next thing is when we exit hyperspace, we need to check if we exited the hyperspace at the system that is either buyer or seller. That will be in the subscribers. What did I call it? Something jump complete, I think it was. Jump complete subscriber, it's right here. Okay, so from the event we have the star system a name. Private, final, monetize route manager, is seller. Event.get star system. I'm not sure if this is going to be Boolean or not. Sort of, kind of. Let's do like this. Actually, no, let's do it as a Boolean. I might change my mind halfway through, but... Okay, so we pass it to star system, and now we would go to... database with down route monetization class DAO lambda entity. We're going to return. Oops. No. Don't override. We're going to return this, and in here we will check if entity.get source star system equals star system, and we will return that. Seller is the source, so let's also write a buyer in here as well then. Look at that. IntelliJ just knows what I want to do. It can read my mind. It's scary. Building is buyer system. So now we can notify the user. If is seller system. No, I don't want this. Do I want to? Do I want to return this entity? Yes. Yes, why not? Add me a static import for this too. Add me a static import. Thank you. Okay, event bus manager. This is not what I want, but close. Head 2. And by that. And if this is a buyer system, this is actually going to be the same method, isn't it? Because it's a single row. Yeah, it's not get seller. It is going to be get... How would I call it? I don't have a good name for it. Transaction. Yes. Return. With route iteration DAO class. And then we're going to fly and test this. Oh yeah, we can just shorten it up like this. Look, short and sweet. And maybe rename this into money. Transaction, and now let's spell this correctly. It is going to be like this with an E. But it can be null. This thing can be null. It just occurred to me, right? So if entity, if null, return false. Same here. If null, return false. If station is null, is not null, then continue. Let's check for all the null pointer exceptions. We can have this outside with, and then in here we can shorten this. like that. So if buyer system and station is not null, head to get destination station name, sell, and get destination commodity. Do I have too many? I don't have enough of them. There we go. Okay, so now when we have something to sell, when we enter the star system from the hyperspace, it is going to check if it's a seller or buyer, and it will tell us head to the station and buy stuff or head to the station and sell stuff. Yes? Okay. Now, when we sell stuff, market sell event subscriber. Market sell event subscriber. We need to clear all the information once we're done with the transactions, right? Trace route manager, get instance, clear. Database was down. Come on. Route monetization DAO class. Clear. Okay, hopefully I did not forget anything. Now we're going to fly and test this.
Good afternoon, Krondar.
Monetize our route. You know what would be nice? It would be nice to have a user feedback, wouldn't it? Because we don't know if it has happened or didn't happen or will happen. So let's do that. Let's add announcement. What we did or did not. Now, first of all, you may be in a ship that does not have cargo hold, which means that the whole point will be moot. Do I check that inside here? Where do I check that? Do I check it anywhere at all? No, I don't. Monitor, where is it? Handler. Okay, ship, manager something. Get cargo capacity. If cargo capacity is less than 1, that means we can't do that. Ship does not have enough cargo capacity. Period. So we're done and exit. There's no point of doing anything at all. Just bail out right away. Otherwise, if trade route topple is null, that means that we didn't find anything, no trade found. Else, we found trade route, but so trade route found plus topple get stores that get star system. Stop at star system. Pick up commodity. Deliver to station name. Okay, trade route found. Stop at star system so and so, station so and so. Pick up that. Deliver to star system so and so, station. Oh, port. Yes.
Good afternoon, Krondor.
Monetize our trade route. Monetize our route.
Trade found. Stop at Ahotter Star System Lomonosov Horizons. Pick up marine equipment. Deliver to Zinka Star System Finch Market Port.
Okay, almost good, but the punctuation would be nice, wouldn't it? Star system stop. Capital letter, pick up, blah, and deliver to star system, comma. Let's see what it sounds like. Is it going to be sound? Is it going to sound alright?
Good afternoon, Krondor.
Monetize our route, please. Monetize our route.
Trade found. Stop at Ahotter Star System Lomonosov Horizons. Pick up marine equipment and deliver to Zinka Star System Finch Market Port.
Activate.
Confirmed. Ship released. Launch is go.
Set speed +3. Select next system en route.
Please specify the exact inquiry regarding the electronic system en route, my lord.
Select next system en route.
Ship is clear. This is Control. Signing off.
Enter hyperspace. Hold on, my frame rate
Request
is...
clarification on intent with... Primer is unclear. Please specify the context or command.
Let me restart the game. It's been running for way too long, and for whatever reason,
Session offline. Session offline.
the
Extended operation may degrade...
for whatever reason, the speech-to-text is working, and the game is incredibly slow. It usually runs at like 100 FPS, but it's been on the background for way too long, so it is slow. It's been up for like 5 hours.
Good afternoon, Krondor.
Open galaxy map, please.
Flight Control.
Route set.
All right, let's get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging.
Traveling to Ahotter, Star Class L, not a fuel star. Current traffic, 1,121 ships total, 2 this week. Total deaths recorded, 8. Heading to Lomonosov Horizons to buy marine equipment. Next waypoint is Call 285 in Sector Uniform Sierra-Delta Alpha 28-0. Star Class Tango, not a fuel star. 2 jumps remaining.
Remind me, what are we buying here?
Error access in data bags. Cannot invoke elite.intel.search.span.station.market.station.trade stop DTO.getSource station because the return value of elite.intel.ai.brain.handlers.commands.plot route to next trade stop handler $reminder.stop info is null. Voice input disabled.
Alright, it executed completely the wrong command, so I need to look into that one.
Safety alerts.
Papa Romeo, India. You are approaching an Imperial facility. Please follow all docking regulations and fly safely. Approval granted. Please continue to Bay 17. Initiating auto-docking protocols.
Landing gear deployed.
Market data available.
You have docked safely. Please shut down systems.
Voice input disabled.
Alright, so I should have executed this command. for reminder, but instead it tried to execute a command that had to do with the plotted trade route, which is not what we're doing right now. And another thing, I don't want it to give me such a verbose. Let's reduce the verbosity. There we go. Remind me, what are we buying here?
Error access in databags. Cannot invoke elite.
Yeah. So once again, it decided to execute this command. Why did it do that? It's not even command, it's a query. Queries. Yeah, it executed this one. The remind commodity to buy and sell in the market. Well, technically, yeah, that is correct, because I asked it to remind me what commodity we're buying, but we are not doing the trade route. We are doing a monetized hop. So let's stop in here in debugger and see what actually is going on. Maybe we just repurpose this handler.
Good afternoon, Krondor.
Remind me what we are buying here. Okay, so we do have data, but of course this data is going to be null. That is expected. Leg number, stop info, and commodities are null. Okay, so if we have if we are doing trade route, we will return this. Conventional trade route. Wonder if this is going to be enough. Probably not. It will work, but I expect monetized hop. I expect an incorrect. I expect a response, but the response will probably be incorrect. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Why is this thing not working correctly? The YouTube vocalizer thing? Why not? Alright, just a second, let me attempt to fix this, but I'll have to cover the screen because the config file has some keys that I do not want to show on the stream. It's a new thing I'm doing, trying to not miss any chats, because the chat does not, sometimes doesn't display chat, and I don't know if it's happening or not happening. Okay, copy this. Let's see. Nano home LA conf.
Online.
Really? Okay, this is another thing I'll have to look into sometime later. Okay, so if there is any chat going on, which probably not, but if there is, I am missing all of it. Thank you, YouTube. It's very nice of you. Is there an alternative way I can monitor this? Maybe. Maybe like this. Alright, anyhow.
Good afternoon, Krondor.
Remind me, what are we buying here? Yeah, it will work without instructions, so we will do instructions. Pick up location, drop off location, and commodity, but commodity is a list. So I guess we don't need to save a reminder in here at all. We don't need that because we have it in a database anyway. So that's where we're going to read it from. We're just going to read the data from a database, provide instructions to remind the user what are we buying here and what is well, there's no reason to remind the user what he's selling because it's in your cargo hold. Okay, so reminder, no. Here, yes. Struct. Struct has instructions what to do. Data to send. Original input. Let's see what it do now.
Good afternoon, Krondor.
Remind me what we are buying here.
We are buying marine equipment.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Uncoupling complete. Please exit the station at your earliest convenience.
Turn on the night vision.
Scan detected.
Cargo scan detected.
Select next system en route. Enter hyperspace.
Control zone now exceeded. Travel safely, Commander.
Voice input disabled.
Okay, so this is what I was afraid of, that after we load the ship, the route will be invalid because we can no longer jump this distance. So we are pointed at call 285 sector US-D 8228 but is that where we're supposed to deliver the thing? No, we're delivering the thing to the final destination, so we might be actually safe. But we do have to replot the route.
Route set.
Turn off the night vision. Enter hyperspace.
Frameshift drive charging.
traveling to call 285 Sector Zulu Tango Bravo Alpha 29-4, Star Class Yankee, not a fuel star. Traffic, 524 ships total, no recent deaths reported. Next waypoint is Zinka, a fuel star of class Foxtrot, 1 jump remaining.
Enter hyperspace.
Frameshift drive charging.
Traveling to Zinka, a fuel star. Current traffic, 13,657 total, 26 this week, 5 today. Recent deaths, 324 total, 4 this week, 1 today. Heading to Finch Market to sell marine equipment. Ship has arrived at Zinka.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
India. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau is honored by your presence, Commander. Approval is granted. Please proceed to Bay 02. We have engaged auto-docking protocols.
Landing gear deployed.
Market data available.
Touchdown confirmed. Please shut down all systems.
Voice input disabled.
Welcome to the facility, Commander.
Well, we are selling it at a profit. It's a small profit, but we're selling it at a profit.
Sold 208 units of marine supplies for 1,029,392 credits.
Yep, and the record is deleted from the database. Good. So it works for the most part, but the thing is that once you fill the cargo hold with goodies halfway through the trip, the rest of your route is invalid. And I guess we'll have to notify user to, well, you'll find out immediately. I need to fly around with it, test it a little more, and see how it feels. Maybe prompt the user to recalculate the route after the commodities has been set, purchased, because the weight of the ship is different, so you cannot jump as high of a range. If you're doing a fast route, that is. I think if you're doing what's that thing called? Economical, I think it's called. Yeah, if you're doing economical, then it probably doesn't really matter because all the jumps will be way within your range. Okay, be right back. And that will be all for now. I guess feature is somewhat workable. We'll have to test it and work out whatever little kinks and bugs before I merge it into the main. But this is all for today. Bye bye.